Hello everybody, my name's Colin. I've been wanting to put videos up on YouTube for a few years now. Since I started doing my own layout about 3 years ago. And I just wanted to put some feedback in because I've had a lot of help watching everybody on YouTube and all the shops I've been to. Everybody's helpful. And I would like to put a bit of feedback in how I do things. Now, what we're looking at the moment is my TMD yard. My layout size is 3.3 meters long by about 1600 millimeters wide. What I decided to do was have 2 lanes tail chasers, one clockwise, one anti-clockwise. I just love to see trains run. Where I work, in my shed on this part of the layout, where you can see there, every now and then a train goes past and I can look at it. I think it's great just watching them moving the parts. You'll have to excuse the mess because it's a work in progress. I decided to do N-gauge because of it. You can get more in a smaller area. The best thing about it is, when I was younger, in my late teens, I used to do double O. Double O, bigger, eyesight better. Older now, using N-gauge, and my eyesight's not as good. I have to wear glasses and use a magnifying glass so I can see. But that's the joys of getting older. But N-gauge is fascinating. With it being so small, the detail on things is even finer. So I've got a TMD yard for my diesels. I've got a turntable, which is here. Which is there. And I run my diesels through my turntable. I know it's not right. It's not the thing to do, but it's my layout. The turntable works brilliant. So why not use it? It's easy to use. It's easy to set up. I'm going to show you in future videos how to set and program each one up. At the moment I've got 14 tracks coming off it. I have 2 lanes what come into the layout, to the turntable from the layout. I had one to start with, and then I got a steam engine what wouldn't go round one of the corners, so I had to put another swooping curving into it. But that's the old thing of doing model railway, things have to alter. So I have 4 steam trains at the moment, and maybe half a dozen diesels and 1 DMU. I have a couple of sound diesels, which makes it a DCC layout. The track I use is code 55, and I'm using electro frog points, crossovers, scissor points, double slips. I took a lot of advice at the beginning from different people, and they said it's finer using code 55. It's slightly harder using electro frogs, but with N-gauge being so small, the more plastic there are on the points of the frog, especially the frog part, the more chance there is of trains, engines stopping. I've had no problem with it. I'll show you how I've done mine with my, using 2 different makes to do it. So that's where my steam yard's going to be. As you can see, I've got a raised level of track. That is, I call it a return loop. I have 2 return loops, so if I'm going clockwise with an engine, I can run it round a return loop and it ends up going the other way on the inside, which is anti-clockwise. And if it's going anti-clockwise, I run it round another loop and it ends up going clockwise. And it also means, if I want, I can have a longer tail chaser, what uses both the clockwise, the anti-clockwise and the return loops. So it takes a bit longer for the engines to go around. I've got a station, which is over here. That's my station. I've only got one platform in at the moment. That's on the clockwise on the outer. I'm going to have another one next to those yellow wagons, which are network rail wagons, and that'll be for the anti-clockwise coaches. I'm going to have a goods yard, which is over here. This is going to be my goods yard area. In this area here, I'm going to have a river here. Now this actual board, where this join is here and there, comes out so I can get further in to reach. And the reason for putting that, I have some Metcalf kits and I've got the actual school, like a primary school. And it's quite a big footplate where it sits. So I thought I need a little bit more area for these things to go in. So I thought, right, I'll put the school down here. I know it's near a river, but it'll all be fenced off, so it'll be safe. The little kiddies won't go and drown. The river goes off over there to nowhere. And here it goes nowhere. I've got a few Metcalf kits, I've got some resin kits, I've got some plaster kits made out of plastic. And then I've done one of my own. And this is the one I've done, with that out of the way. And that's the one I've made from scratch. That isn't in exactly the right place, it's going to be facing the other way, and the back of it is going to be more to here. And I'll make a scene for the warehouse itself. I use different products. The corrugated part, which is not going to focus on. Come on. Well, that's corrugated. These are all textured like a paper. Brilliant stuff. You just cut it to your size, peel the back off, stick it on. It's great. This is like plastic, that's plastic angle, and that's a bit of plastic flat. I use, I think it's called evergreen material for the plastics. In here, over here, in this area over here where all the paints and different things are, is going to be a DMU storage area, maybe 3 tracks. So it's a busy layout, there's lots of stuff. It's my layout, it's not, some people would say there's too much on it. I don't really care. It's for me, I enjoy it. And that's one thing we have to do when we do this hobby, is enjoy it. Listen to people's opinion, people's help, and then do it how you want. And then knowing it's not right, it's your fault, no one else's. So thanks for listening to me. This is my first one I've done. I will be back. I'll show you my fleet as I go along. We'll have some running. And the other thing we'll do is eventually we will do live links. But as I understand, you've got to get to 1,000 subscribers. So if you can, please subscribe, leave your comments. I'm open to suggestions. I haven't got a name for this layout at the moment, so it's just me in the shed. And I look forward to doing another one and speaking to you soon. So bye for now.